all of your awesome Godzilla figures, Kokis has you covered with all of that. This includes Hiya Toys and now Monster Arts and other Godzilla lines. Another great thing, Kokis has free shipping to selected countries with great fast shipping. I've pre-ordered all of my figures from Kokis without any issue. It's a trustworthy website amongst the collectors who also recommend this great website. You can also get all your figures cheaper by using my discount code. Use code RubiGamingx to get 6% off on the entire website. This includes small, medium, big figures, literally anything. It doesn't have to be Godzilla related. Every single figure, by using my discount code, you obtain 6% off. So what are you waiting for? Help yourself out and help me in return by using my discount code on the entire website to get your fast shipping and great figures. It's highly recommended, and if your package gets lost for whatever reason, simply contact customer support and they should be able to help you right away without an issue. Very great website, trustworthy. Let's compare Kong 2024 from Hiya Toys to the rest of the line. Here we have Godzilla Evolve. In the middle we have Shimo. There was a few concerns when most of the figures that you see in front of me were revealed for pre-order. The concern was that Kong was too tall for Shimo or Godzilla and they wouldn't stack up together perfectly fine in terms of scaling or size, if you want to see it that way, because at the end of the day, Shimo was very, very massive. She's one of the biggest monsters out there, so a lot of people just felt like the scaling is not right. And if you do care about that, yes, indeed, they are not 100% in scale with each other. But honestly, in person, that doesn't matter. If you're someone who just loves collecting figures and you're not super hardcore about those details, it's not going to matter. Even me, just seeing all three of them in person together, I think they look wonderful. But if you're someone who really does take an eye for those small details and you care about it, then yes, this is going to ultimately affect the way you view your three-figure line, or soon to be with Scar. People would argue, okay, Godzilla Evolve has to be scaled down and so does Kong to match Shimo. So Hiya Toys would have to go back ultimately and fix those figures from scratch. I have a better solution. Godzilla Evolve is already small from the original supposed 18 centimeters. We know that this Godzilla Evolve is not the biggest. For Kong, we know that Kong is a little bit taller from the Skull Island version, and it should perfectly match its original 2021 version. Instead of giving Hiya Toys more problems with fixing both of those figures, I think the better solution would be Shimo. Shimo, just a single figure, scale Shimo up higher, taller, beefier, and that's it. There's no need to change both of those figures, except Godzilla Evolve might be getting that with the newer upgraded articulation version and maybe scaling with the heat ray version. By the movie and the final battle, we know that Kong is the smaller out of all three of them. So it would be Kong, the smallest, second would be Godzilla Evolve, and obviously Shimo would be the tallest. Now, according to the scaling, and I have an idea because I'm making my own figure as well, Shimo would have to be about this size. Okay, so Shimo technically would have to be about this size. Hopefully this is a better angle from the side so you do get an idea. Godzilla Evolve was supposed to be around the head section of Shimo, and Kong was more underneath that size. So around here would be a perfect size if they were to scale Shimo. And yeah, technically Shimo would almost be at the 12-11 scale, you know, a very big figure if Hiya Toys decided to upgrade the size. So that would be the perfect size around here. And obviously it's going to be more expensive if they ever decide to do that, but that would be the easier route instead of going back and fixing Godzilla Evolve and Kong, which would be more time for them. And obviously we know that they're extremely bad with those releases. Angle, I guess Godzilla Evolve, if you know both of them were to get fixed, would be technically this size next to Kong. So yeah, Godzilla Evolve would be the second tallest Godzilla figure from this line. But yeah, I think the easier route would definitely be just fixing Shimo and just leave the rest as they are. if you know you don't want to complicate everything so much. But in person, I mean, they look wonderful. I don't think it's going to be an issue unless, like I said, you're very technical about that small detail. Here we have Shimo fully standing up straight forwards. Yeah, a very massive figure already. So just imagine if they were to upscale Shimo higher. I have to hold Kong because mine has problems standing. So technically Shimo would be about this size. If they were to scale her up more, yeah, it would be a massive figure. That's why I'm saying that Shimo would technically be taller than a 12-inch figure, something similar to X Plus. So yeah, significantly more in price if they ever done that. So technically she could be around 140, 120, around that range. And maybe with more accessories, better articulation, because the neck could definitely use big improvements. This section right here and the legs, because they are a little bit loose. But I can assure everybody that's concerned about the size, I don't think it's a big deal to, you know, go insane or any of that. Having both figures, or should I say all three figures as they are, is perfectly fine. Different angle. Now, it's up to Hiya Toys and the community if they start to give them feedback, if they ever really were to go back and fix all those figures, or as I suggested, just Shimo, then yeah, there's definitely room to improve on her with articulation. Maybe just certain areas around the neck and the tail bottom section around here with tighter ball joints. But overall, I think they all look very great, and soon to be added on the collection is Scar King. We'll have to see how they match up. In the comments section down below, let me know your opinion. Now that you've seen all three figures together, does it really matter to you that Kong is taller than what he's supposed to be right next to Shimo and possibly Godzilla? Let me know if you agree with my strategy that Hiya Toys should only go back and fix Shimo instead of downscaling both figures, because Godzilla as he is, it's already a small figure, and downscaling it more would, I don't know, it's gonna feel weird because Hiya Toys is known to have big figures compared to Monster Arts or other companies, and the smaller a figure is, I just feel like the face details are going to get lost, and the eyes, you can barely see the eyes as it is right now on Godzilla. Another great feature they used on Kong, they used realistic marble glass or resin, translucent resin. That definitely has to be applied on all coming figures, like Godzilla, Shimo. This is an amazing figure, and one amazing feature they have to do on Burning Godzilla. Yes or yes, they have to. That feature would be out of this world, and this is, here's what I'm talking about for people that don't know. So Kong is using, it's gonna be hard to tell from this angle. Yeah, you can't see, but if you watch my review, Kong has realistic marble eyes, only something found in very high-end figures or very realistic figures, and usually they range above $500 to $1,000. You can sort of see what I'm talking about here with the eyes. And that's also a great solution from stopping figures from looking derpy. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see from here. It's going to be impossible. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. You see that shine on his eyes? That's realistic marble. They need to apply this with other releases, not just fully painted. This is a very amazing welcome feature used on Kong. They have to keep this feature with the rest of the line. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll catch you guys next time.